There's shoes there. I think there's even underwear. Look at that sky. Oh my gosh, looks like a Grand Canyon out there.
Look, so packed. You don't even sink into it. There you go, the moon rising.
In this episode, we're on our day 2 as we continue our 10-day winter road trip out west from the border of Oklahoma and Texas at the truck stop where we slept last night. From our last video, we spent our day 1 and had an interesting visit at Arkansas Hot Springs National Park just a few days after they went through a bad winter storm. Today, we're looking about 12 hours drive, not including our couple of pit stops along the way at the Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, and White Sands National Park in New Mexico. We're just hoping to get to Tucson, Arizona today. We already got a reservation in one of the campgrounds there for tonight. First, we need breakfast, and look what we found! A newly opened Buc-ee's, and that's a must-stop for us. Morning. Yep. Our favorite breakfast burrito. So we're having breakfast with their breakfast burrito.
And they just opened this Buc-ee's a month ago.
That's why we haven't seen this when I passed by this area. So here we are at Cadillac Ranch along Route 66 just outside Amarillo, Texas. We tried to stop here last year, but it was too windy and it will not be fun walking out there, especially in the middle of a wide open field. This is a very popular public roadside art installation, built by a group of hippies imported from San Francisco, made up of 10 Cadillacs buried nose first in the ground. It was built in 1974, a tribute to American automobile culture and American dreams. Their tilted 60-degree angle, which is said to match the angle of Great Pyramid of Giza. It's free admission and they allow you to spray paint the cars, but I'm not sure about the road barriers out there, which is full of graffiti. Make sure you bring your own can of spray paint if you like that kind of thing, but there's a lot of them scattered everywhere. It's cold, it's 30 degrees here in Texas. We made it! And my shoes messy with all this mud and snow, and the puppies there. I hope they're not as messy. Oh my golly. We're gonna clean your feetsies. So muddy and it's stuck on your shoes. I can feel it because it's heavy. Like, look at that. But it's a nice place for pit stop to stretch your legs, and even our puppies enjoy their short, muddy, cold, and windy walk. People also tend to hang their personal items on the barbed wire fence along the road. We saw shoes, socks, scarves, and even underwears. So cool. As we were leaving, we saw a caravan of Volkswagen vans stopping by. These classic camper vans, popular in 1950s, became an iconic symbol of America's van life culture and road trip adventures. From Cadillac Ranch, we'll be heading towards White Sands National Park in New Mexico. The drive will take about 5.5 hours, but it'll be likely longer for us since we'll be making a stop in Clovis, New Mexico. We plan to do a quick drive through town to see how it has changed over the past 35 years since Ron was last stationed there at Cannon Air Force Base. And there's a sign, "Welcome to New Mexico, the land of enchantment."
When I was here in 91, it was only a town of maybe 30,000. The whole town would pretty much shut down around 6 o'clock or so. I remember there was almost a church and a liquor store almost every other corner. When Wendy's opened up, 92 or 93, the line to get into Wendy's, because first fast food joint to open up in over 10 years here. It took an hour and a half to get your order for the first month. It was all of it looked like this. Because it's all agriculture and farming and cattle. We used to always laugh that there's a feedlot in the north and south end of town, and the wind only blew north and south. And so you always had a green cloud covering the city. Yeah, this was here before. That's the F-111.
Did you go pee? Well, we just barely made it here in White Sands National Park. They close at 5 p.m. and we have 30 minutes to spare to check out the visitor center, to stamp my National Park passport, get my National Park shirt, magnets, and patches. They're open every day at 7 a.m., but it depends on the season, and also because they're close to a testing missile range, they have occasional closures when they're doing their testing. So just check the website first before getting here. This park is located along State Highway 70 here in New Mexico, 15 miles southwest of Alamogordo. This is actually our second visit. We first came here in 1999 and it's not even known as National Park then. White Sands was established as a national monument in 1933 and redesignated as a national park in 2019.
Best place for the sunset photos.
We're on top of a dune, so if you're on top, you can pretty much see for miles around.
There we go. So we're gonna try to explore just a little bit of time that we're here. It's almost sunset. It'll be pretty. It's amazing discovering one of the world's great natural wonders with seemingly endless sea of glistening white sands that covers 275 square miles of desert, a depth of about 30 feet, and dunes as tall as 60 feet, and about 4.5 billion tons of gypsum sand makes up the world's largest gypsum dune field, and they said that it can be actually seen from the space, including the gypsum heart mounds found nowhere on Earth except here, which they found the remains of prehistoric campfires or roasting pits. The park is home to the world's largest collection of Ice Age human and animal fossilized footprints that tells more than 20,000 years of human presence. They describe the gypsum sand like salt that dissolves in water and crystallizes when water evaporates. The park's defining mineral is used in everyday items like drywall, toothpaste, shampoo, cement, and even food additives. Also in plaster of Paris and orthopedic casts, and it's used to build roads and highways. So things you can do here. First, driving the 8-mile Scenic Dunes Drive from the Visitor Center into the heart of Gypsum Dune Field. 16 miles round trip and takes 45 minutes to drive it without stopping. The first 4 miles is paved and the last 4 are hard-packed gypsum road, but it's not too bad. Next thing you can do is sledding on the dunes. I tried it.
This is her, she's supposedly sliding. I'm not so sure about that.
But it's no fun without the saucer. I forgot I could have used a cardboard. Then there's several hiking trails here, a 1-mile loop dune life nature trail. There's also a family-friendly short leveled playa trail, takes 15 to 30 minutes to walk. There's also the Interdune boardwalk that's a wheelchair and stroller accessible.
Area closed, do not stop.
Oh darn. And for the harder and longer hikes, there's the backcountry camping trail and alkali flat trail, but from the pictures we saw, the views there are the best. So this park is dog friendly as long as you have a leash on your pets. So our puppies were so happy to walk with us on the dunes. Then the best thing you can do here is take lots of pictures on top of the dunes and embrace this nature's beauty while you're up there. We're so lucky that the weather is perfect then. No windstorm, and the best part, we made it there just in time before the sunset. And oh boy, the sunset color is phenomenal all throughout 360 views. The pictures or videos doesn't do it justice. And neither do that, we got to watch the sunset on one side and a full moon rising on the opposite side. So worth our very short visit. Several movies were also filmed here, and most of the popular ones that I knew of then were Transformers in 2007 and 2000, Young Guns 2, and few more. Just couple places we missed to stop, maybe next time. After 6 hours of driving, we made it here in Tucson, Arizona, Gilbert Ray Campground. Through the darkness, as we drove in, we can see all kinds of shadows of saguaros surrounding us, and we can't wait to wake up in the morning to see what kind of nature's beauty surrounds us. We're excited to explore this area for the next 2 days. Good night for now, and we'll see you in our next video.